it in towards Van Nistelrooy. Goalkeeper coming in, didn't really get to it. Here's Diego Forlan. Oh, headed off the line dramatically. Ryan Giggs crossed it towards Ole Solskjaer.
Not this time. Not this time for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Just we need a little fraction of luck, which everyone needs. We didn't get.
It hurts without a doubt, you know, but sometimes it makes you even more determined, you know.
It's Freddie Ljungberg again, pushed out by Bartes, Wilson! Oh! And this could be the most crucial goal of all.
We still could have won the championship, you know, right till the end nearly, and yet we've lost 9 matches, and next season that won't happen.
Fair enough, we didn't win anything this year, we've been close, we're going to be back next year. You watch Liverpool, Arsenal.
Last season's celebration said it all. 3 Premiership titles in a row, which had never been done before. It was 7 in 9 years. Sir Alex prepared to embark on his final season. Steve McClaren was leaving for Borough, taking Greening and Wilson with him. It was certainly a summer of change. The double player of the year was going home to Tottenham. Teddy Sheringham bowing out in real style. But United had a record replacement. £19 million worth of Ruud van Nistelrooy.
When you can sign for such a club, it's fantastic for every player. I think for lots of players, it's a dream to play in this team, to play for this club, and for me it's the same.
The big money signings kept on coming. Argentinian world superstar Juan Veron plucked from Lazio for a cool 28 million. The fans had been chanting for a splash of the cash. Now they had what they wanted.
I'm absolutely delighted to be here. I was aware that it was one of the best, if not the best club in the world, and I just hope that I can do my best to satisfy everyone's aspirations of me.
The rest were still playing catch-up, all intent on getting closer. The challenge to United would be greater than ever. The Premiership season began with the visit of new boys Fulham. Nothing new about the Old Trafford expectancy levels. Record new buy Ruud van Nistelrooy lined up in a new system with his new partner Paul Scholes. In the game, United gifted goals, then came roaring back. It was the shape of things to come.
Beautifully brought down by Zaha! Fulham's first Premiership goal is taken less than... Beckham absolutely got the radar right from the free kick. Now Bronk has got it through to Zaha, who could start the second half like he started the first, and he has done. A second for Zaha. And it's a Premiership debut goal for the Dutchman, who had to wait a year to come here to Old Trafford, and he's making up for the pain of that wait. For the first time today.
He's sensing that something might happen. He's sensing that something might drop for him, and because of that awareness, he gets himself a tap in.
Giggs, Keane, Veron. Here's Giggs, and that's it. Manchester United typified. You let them off the hook too often, you pay the price. And that came off Beckham. Unbelievably, Blackburn are level. Gillespie doing well here, and getting some shot in. Oh my word! What a goal by Gillespie! Well, there's
game has given us everything. It really has. Excitement, thrills, spills, and great goals.
And that, in fact, is big trouble for Craig Shaw. It's a second yellow card, and that means dismissal. Well, incredible. While everyone was waiting for the wall to be lined up, David Beckham got on with the job, caught Brad Friedel off his line, caught the wall all over the place, and brings Manchester United level.
2 games in and Jaap Stam out. Shockwaves through football with the Dutchman moved on to Lazio. Some cited the headlines from his book sensationally serialised in a national newspaper. United cited purely football reasons.
I don't know what to believe, to be honest. You know, like you're saying, he said, well, I don't fit in his plans anymore, and other people say it might have to do with his book. I can just say that the paper who published the book made a right mess of it, and they changed everything that was in the book, because the book is not an autobiography, it's just a book about football, my visions about football and how I think about certain situations.
I felt we needed someone who could organise, someone who could talk and help the younger players around about, and that's why we went for Laurent. And when we knew that was available, then we had to, then obviously balance the books a bit. And when I got this offer for Jaap Stam, he was 29 years of age, and I thought it was an incredible amount of money, to be honest with you, that it was hard to turn that down.
I'd like to take this opportunity of
The boss had been after him for years. Laurent Blanc, a World Cup winner and a class act.
To see him play.
Il faut remettre les choses dans leur contexte.
I don't think I've ever been in the frame to replace Stam as a long-term thing. I think Manchester have chosen to bring me to the club because they knew I could bring certain qualities. I'm a very experienced player. I've played a lot in different leagues and internationally around the world. So I think that's why they brought me here, for those qualities, not to replace someone who's a lot younger.
There was always going to be fireworks when the Reds got round to catching up with Big Peter. The legend had returned to the Premiership with Aston Villa. In marked contrast, the former Wigan keeper Roy Carroll, signed in the summer, was making his first-team debut.
Vassell. Hendry. And room on the left for Kashlou. Vassell in the centre. What a start for Aston Villa. They're ahead with less than 4 minutes gone. And it's gone through the crowd and in. Johnson. Ronnie Johnson applies the finishing touch, and once again Manchester United come back from the dead.
Laurent Blanc took his United bow at home to Everton. The bench certainly had a tasty look about it, but it was the Argentinian Juan Varane who announced his arrival in typically brilliant fashion.
Cole. Veron. And back from Keane. And Veron, that is fabulous. First goal in a red shirt for Juan Sebastian Veron. That was some investment. Chadwick got away from Unsworth and got away from Stubbs and teed it up for Cole. They're through here with fortune and they are 3-0 up. They are going through the gears and it's taken just 20 seconds of the second half for them to go beyond reach of Everton. On by Watson, and Gemmell is onside here for Everton. It's Scott Gemmell, it's Kevin Campbell, it's in. Darling of his country and darling of his club, David Beckham's win. Would Varane get a game in your midfield?
I think he'd get a game in Andy's midfield if you were going to choose a side. A terrific performance today, and an exceptional addition to Manchester United's already good squad.
When you see some of the other prices that have been bandied about for players, I think he's definitely.
an overnight sensation. Relief is the sound you can hear inside Old Trafford. They have got there in the end.
Up from the back, David May and Ronnie Johnson. Keane is going to the near post. And Silvestre in there too. Johnson! Was that over the line? Yes, the linesman's flagging. It's a goal. Ronnie Johnson for Manchester United. The official couldn't have been better placed. It's a super header by Johnson. And Sereni will say a great save, but it counts for nothing. United have the lead. Solskjaer. One outlet was Cole. Unerringly delivered. And Solskjaer's made the reverse run. It's Andy Cole. And the parry allows Solskjaer to score. Scholes. Maybe something late for Andy Cole. Solskjaer leaving it for Cole. Manchester United eager for more. Ipswich stretched again. Still it's Andy Cole, and now it's Solskjaer. Tripping the light fantastic and scoring from an angle that seemed to be becoming impossible. Lovely little piece of footwork to earn the space and the right to shoot. A smirk on the face of Sir Alex. And Solskjaer, as against Ipswich last year, has scored twice. No English team has ever won here. Manchester United have never beaten a Spanish team in Spain. And no United player has scored in Spain since Solskjaer in that famous finale to the final in Barcelona. Deportivo vulnerable here to the pace of Giggs. They've got men back in some numbers now. Scholes. Van Nistelrooy. Paul Scholes with a chance! Paul Scholes scores! So much pressure from Deportivo, but when it really counted, it's Manchester United who strike first. Valeron. Through for Pandiani. United haven't picked him up. And they have been punished to the full. Romero. Back from Valeron. And the cross for Pandiani. And, oh, Naybet! Manchester United shattered in the space of 3 minutes.
Dean Richards inside the Manchester United penalty area. King forward as well. Nil. Clear light between Tottenham Hotspur and the champions. The history of this fixture teaches you not to believe it's anything like over yet. Nice little scoop down the line from Freud, and Poyet kept it in. Poyet's cross. It's 3! Christian Ziege! And Spurs are flying higher than ever they dreamt they could fly today.
In a crisis, you better just, calming down people and get them back in an even keel. And we made 1 or 2 points, and they started the right way in the second half, and we got the goal right away, and it sparked us off.
And Manchester United have a goal 45 seconds into the second half, and they have a lifeline. Beckham again. It's 3-2, and it's Laurent Blanc, and it is an extraordinary game. See the tackle by Solskjaer, and then Cole. 3-3. From nowhere to parity. Silvestre. Scholes. Quite astonishing. Absolutely unbelievable. And smile, and boy, do they smile! Game of two halves. The phrase was invented for White Hart Lane today.
People always say, oh, they're going to come back from this, how they're going to, react to the loss the other Tuesday night, and we've done that today. First half obviously wasn't good for us, but we've proved we've got a great character in the team and some great players.
por lo que viví, la verdad que...
I've never lived through or experienced a game where you've been 3-0 down at half-time and ended up by winning 5-3. And that's one of the things I like about English football. It's very open, very entertaining.
Je serais tenté de dire 5-3.
In the spirit of the game, I would prefer a 5-3 victory, because then everyone's happy. The supporters go away happy having seen 8 goals. However, it's then the comments that you get from the press and from other people who've been observing the game that with a 5-3, fantastic, we've scored five goals, but what about the defence? So in that respect, I would prefer a 1-0 victory, because then everyone says, oh yeah, what a fantastic defence, they're solid, they don't let many goals in, and so that makes my life easier.
England versus Greece, Act 2. The Olympic Stadium will close next summer for a complete refurbishment, but this evening it accommodates 70,000 of the most expectant fans in European football. Olympiacos away is not a fixture for the faint-hearted. Scholes. Rolled into Giggs. Quite knew how to improvise with that, Giggs, but he's retained possession. Now he's got in across Van Nistelrooy. Cavani, Beckham! David Beckham breaks the deadlock for Manchester United. It just had to be golden balls. Van Nistelrooy to Cole, and Van Nistelrooy is onside, and Andy Cole, and now Manchester United have cleared Dale. Chadwick, Solskjaer, Cole. That's terrific, snappy passing. Luke Chadwick's cross. Oh, and it came off the defender, I think. It's Varga's own goal. Manchester United lead deservedly, but Stanislav Varga didn't deserve that. Sunderland are contesting each ball with a little bit more vigour, a little bit more belief now. I'll have it knocked out of them here. Cole. Slipped into Ryan Giggs. 2-0. Chadwick. Got men over again here. It's Andy Cole. 3-0. And you wonder how many more they're going to score before the afternoon's out, because Manchester United are strolling to victory here. Schwarz. On towards Phillips. He's shrugged up Brown. He's got round Carroll. And Kevin Phillips has really deserved his consolation goal today. Beckham surrounded, but picking out Giggs. Stepping away from Hector. How many more is he going to go past? Van Nistelrooy! Ruud van Nistelrooy's first goal to stop him, and Giggs just went past a lot of them. He just led to the ball, drift across his body, and it's fallen here for Diego Tristan, and well gathered by Sergio, who's bursting through on goal, and Brown somehow caught up with him. Oh, and Bartos has lost it, and Sergio has scored the softest goal you will see in this season's Champions League. Valleron. Diego Tristan. Now space for Hector, getting forward from right back. Hung up towards Amavisca. Diego Tristan with a header. It's 2-1 to Deportivo La Coruña. And the team that scored twice in no time against Manchester United in Spain 3 weeks ago have only gone and done it again at Old Trafford. Keane up to Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Brilliant goal. That is a goal that any centre-forward in Manchester United's history would have been proud of. Superb execution. Sergio, though, has a real purpose about Deportivo on the break, and Bartes has lost it. He tried to get that with his hand. Diego Tristan, and for the second time tonight, Fabio
Fabian Barthez has gifted a goal to Deportivo La Coruña.
Despite the errors, Fabian Barthez was one of just 3 who kept their places for the Saturday Premiership game at Bolton. Paul Scholes captained the side. Juan Veron also took his place. Wanderers, meanwhile, were living the dream, unbeaten away, and nothing was going to distract Sam from the job in hand.
It's Juan Seba Veron. It's a belter. Gloriously executed by a glorious footballer. United's investment in him looks better and better every time he plays. Ricketts, Nolan, terrific goal! Bolton a level, courtesy of the teenager Kevin Nolan. Oh, Brown's lost it here to Ricketts, and Ricketts might win it!
Just 2 bad goals with individual mistakes, not necessarily a collective problem, but 2 vital errors that's cost us the game. But you have to say the second half were very poor.
Back-to-back defeats. That was 4.5 years since we've last heard of that here.
I hope it's the last time too.
Veron to Beckham. Now Van Nistelrooy. Always wrong-footed on Manatidis. Good strong play again by Van Nistelrooy. Into Solskjaer, surely, yes! It's the same old story. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer appears from the substitutes bench to rescue Manchester United. Veron in towards Giggs. What a pass that is. Ryan Giggs, 2-0. Manchester United home and dry. The captain has got the goal, but the pass
for him to leave me out. The manager is the boss. It's his team, and he wants the team to win. So I'm a part of it. I've always been involved in many games every year. So
that is a very, very special goal. Eke. Ndai. Cheru. Stepping away from Butt, stepping away from May. Bruno Cheru! Superbly taken goal by Bruno Cheru.
Needs a time to block off the charger who is... Well, it's amazing the goal is still standing. Hopia. Veron. Now Beckham for Butt. Irwin's cross. Oh, it's dropped. And making the most of that, David Beckham. Well, that's just what Manchester United needed, and they've got it within 5 minutes of the restart. Oh, Heskey wins it. In! 2-goal cushion restored. That really is, in the context of this game, a catastrophe for Manchester United.
The following night it was Arsenal at Highbury in the Worthington Cup, but contrasting approaches from the managers. While Sir Alex opted for youth, Arsenal included an array of internationals, showing victory for them was all that mattered.
It's Grimaldi now advancing for Arsenal to Kanu. Wiltor ahead of him, he's offside here. Wiltor is through, and Arsenal are in front. Careless with his distribution. Grimaldi working hard to steer it on to Wiltor. And now Kanu. Oh, the keeper's a long way out here, and that's a penalty. Carroll has brought him down. And from my angle here, he was spot on then, Mike Riley. Well, can Carroll redeem himself? Very nearly. It was unlucky. Comes York, losing out though to Pennant. Now Parler and Wiltor. Good football here from Arsenal. Wiltor again, he's onside. That's the hat-trick. Wiltor might be in here against Woolworth. Oh, Mike Riley had a good look.
and then pointed to the spot. It was clumsy, David. Kanu picked up the ball, marched off towards the penalty spot, placed it down. He intends to take the kick. He didn't care what Wiltor thought about it, and that's why. It's 4-0. Kanu is on the score sheet again.
Beckham's ball in. Is it away from York? Impey only to Key. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy! Away they go again. Ruud van Nistelrooy's 9th goal for Manchester United. Scholes. York. Out by Sinclair. Came for Gary Neville. Manchester United try to step on it a bit now. Neville. York. 2-0 Manchester United. And Dwight York finally has his first goal of the campaign.
Keane. Scholes. Second. That's what they wanted. Oh, Silvestre missed it. Paulo Sergio, it's him again.
Tragic mistake for United. Sir Alex has been talking about individual mistakes, not collective defending, and there was the perfect example.
I think it's been a bit unfair because defenders are always the last line, and if they make one mistake, it's usually going to be a goal, whereas a midfielder or a forward makes a mistake, 9 times out of 10 nothing comes of it because there's always people behind you, where as a defender you've got to be spot on. So and plus we defend all together, and we defend as a team, and we should take criticism as a team as well, so I think it's a bit unfair.
Fabian Barthez is one of the world's best goalkeepers. Nothing's changed there.
No, I can't blame Monaco, but I think again Arsenal played really well. Just made 2 bad mistakes, and if a goalie makes a mistake, it sets out a mile, doesn't it?
Number one, Wales number one, couldn't get better. Stay there for me for the rest of the season and many seasons to come.
While the fans were offering a show of support, the press was sharpening their knives. Barthez had been in the firing line. Now his compatriot would become the new scapegoat.
Hasselbank with the corner. Melchiot! A thumping header for Chelsea from Mario Melchiot. Given the ball away cheaply, and Hasselbank to Gudjohnsen. Hasselbank supporting his fellow striker, staying onside in the process. Oh, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has got the goal-scoring touchback, and he's done it against Manchester United. It's 2-0. Gudjohnsen in. Is it going to be 3-0? It is. Manchester United 0, Chelsea 3. Ida Gudjohnsen. For Sir Alex Ferguson, a 5th defeat in the Premiership this season. Only 14 games played.
Celui-là qui dit que les critiques lui fait plaisir.
I'm aware of certain criticisms that have been taking place, and if I'm speaking honestly, anyone, if they're speaking frankly, would say that it's not.
He's big enough to take that. You know, he's played over 90 times for France, so I wouldn't say his water's off the duck's back, but he probably knew, you know, he'd turn it around, and he certainly did that.
When you're at this club, they always try and make a scapegoat, and I think there have been times this year when there have been made scapegoats. I think Lauren earlier on the season. I think Sabres suffered in the latter part of the season. People seem to be having a go at him, and it's not nice really, and the rest of us don't accept it, and there's a lot of rubbish talked in the newspapers that just isn't true, to be honest with you.
The press have made a big thing about so-called comments from me over last year, and a lot of it's been untrue, you know. Keane blasts his teammates and blasts this.
And Di Canio. Defoe. West Ham lead at Old Trafford again. O'Shea forward for Beckham's corner. There is Beckham's delivery, and Silvestre, oh, that's a wonderful save! Mikael Silvestre with a thrusting header, and David James making so much ground. Is this the final countdown for Manchester United towards the surrender of their crown?
The winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the BBC Sports Personality of the Year after his marvellous individual performances for Manchester United and for England, David Beckham.
Great. It's a great privilege to receive this award. I have to thank everyone, you know, all the viewers for voting. Most of all, I have to thank you know, my teammates at Manchester United, the manager at Manchester United, because without them I wouldn't be standing here today. You know, people have said a lot about the Manchester United team over the last couple of months and the Manchester United manager, but when you talk about ambition, there's only one man, and he's sat over there, that we all look up to.
Good passing, good movement, and again they're toying with Derby County. They've set their minds, they're going to enjoy tonight, and so's Ruud van Nistelrooy. Well, he had to get on the score sheet, didn't he? York, Solskjaer, and Scholes, 5-0. Well, perhaps they've been stung into action by the criticism and their run of results, but this has been exemplary.
Giggs, quarter of an hour to play, still goalless, still Giggs, Van Nistelrooy! Oh, they deserved that! The pressure's been building ever since half-time. They've been patient, they've been methodical, and when Crossley could only parry the effort from Giggs, Van Nistelrooy snapped in for his 14th goal of the season.
Scholes has started wide on the left-hand side, and Van Nistelrooy has started with some space, and an immediate chance, and an immediate goal. 31 seconds. Watch out, they're coming. Solskjaer takes. Hit by Butts. Blocked by Williams. Headed down by Keane. Van Nistelrooy. Yes! Two more for the Ruud van Nistelrooy collection. Manchester United are back on track. Takes. Solskjaer. 3-0. Oli Solskjaer gets in on the act. And the Empire is striking back. Solskjaer down to Scholes. On towards Van Nistelrooy. His first hat-trick for Manchester United. I don't think it'll be his last. Loose from Barthez initially, and Haas is able to benefit. That's a good ball from Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Now Giggs early forward into Roy Keane. It's 5. For the second home game running, it's 5 for Manchester United. Giggs. Still better going this way than they are the other Manchester United, that's for sure. Phil Neville. Oh! You get a feeling it's a very special kind of afternoon when Phil Neville does that. That was a fabulous goal. 6th of the afternoon for Manchester United. The 4th of Phil Neville's Manchester United career. I think I can say, without any fear of contradiction, that is the best goal of his Manchester United career.
It's nice now, the partnership with Oli, because, you know, every game we play together is one game that we learn and we play better together.
I've seen him a couple of times on telly, but not too much. I knew he was a good finisher, but I didn't know he was this good.
it's growing, and it's you know, the feeling is there between us, and I think that's what you want to achieve with a striker.
And Beckham in possession. Giggs moving forward. What a goal by Ryan Giggs! The move pays off in magnificent style, and the champions are in front.
Oh, what a superb ball this is by David Beckham. Good build-up play. The ball in is absolutely magnificent. And Ryan Giggs, who'd made a terrific run, plants a header into the top corner that Simonsen has no chance with whatsoever.
Great ball there from Solskjaer to pick out Ryan Giggs. And back towards Van Nistelrooy. Brilliant second goal for Manchester United. Van Nistelrooy's 18th of the season. If you doubted it, you better stop doubting. United are back.
A brilliant new partner.
And within seconds of Saha rattling the Manchester United crossbar, Giggs celebrates a goal at Craven Cottage. Van Nistelrooy on for Giggs. Problems for Fulham here. Van Nistelrooy, big problems. It's 2-0 Manchester United. His run goes on at the end of a typical run from Ryan Giggs. And they've got one Legwinski in stoppage time. Van Nistelrooy. Giggs reach it. He does! Oh. He does!
What a strike. Everything he's touching is just turning to gold. This is from absolutely nothing.
Goal from Marley, his first for Fulham, 2 minutes to go, a glimmer of hope.
New year, new hopes, new resolutions. We love you too. Though some had overdone the pud, 2 days after the boss's 60th birthday, a whisper that age didn't matter. If Bobby was still going strong, what about Fergie to stay on?
Solskjaer. Silvestre. Van Nistelrooy. Newcastle look and wonder. But they should have known coming here, he's the man they've got to keep tabs on, they haven't. And it's Manchester United 1, Newcastle United 0. Bucks ball. Silvestre. And here's Solskjaer. Scores! Well, it's Manchester United's 50th Premiership goal of the season. Solskjaer. O'Keane can burst away, got past Dabizas. Oh yes, he's given the goal to Scholes, his second of the second half.
Fantastic run from the skipper, always looking up, always aware of what was round him.
And here's Shearer.
Inside the penalty area here for Southampton, and so too is BT. Oh, what a goal, what a start for Southampton. 3 minutes gone, and BT gives the Saints the lead. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy, lovely ball, gets it back from Scholes. Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's done it. That's the record. And that's a magnificent equaliser, more to the point, by Manchester United. 9 minutes gone, 1-1. It's another Beckham beauty, and Manchester United the stroke of half-time.
Fabulous free kick. Everybody thought it was going in the other side. Certainly Paul Jones did.
They're on. On to Van Nistelrooy, who's ghosted past the first challenge and the second, and lays it on for Solskjaer. A wonderful Manchester United goal. Van Nistelrooy, the goal scorer, turns goal maker. Manchester United go to the top of the FA Barclaycard Premiership table. What an amazing turnaround it's been by them.
It's down to everyone like getting a kick up the backside, which is what we had, and I think same again. That it's amazing what a chat can do together. You know, you sit down and have a talk for an hour.
We don't become bad players overnight. We don't. We won the league last 3 years, and suddenly you just don't lose it. And I think we always believed in ourselves and our teammates.
Gradually, you know, as the games went on, the confidence started to gather, and the momentum started to gather. And I think when we get momentum, we are a very powerful team.
Back where once he belonged. Old Trafford re-embraces a friend. It has been 6 weeks since Andy Cole departed this stage. Now he returns in a change of costume and to a much twisted plot. And the new centre-forward, should he get a goal today, will have done so in a record 8 consecutive Premiership games. He has a new strike partner. Cole, Van Nistelrooy and Diego Forlan. There he is, past, present, future of Manchester United goal scorers, all in attendance today. On from Gary Neville. Out to Beckham. Blanc. Veron. Sylvestre. Blanc. Laurent Blanc! Oh, it's wonderful, it's a penalty. And Brett Friedel has problems here. Laurent Blanc's twinkle toes were those of anything other than a centre-half. Ruud van Nistelrooy, though, wants to take the penalty, and David Beckham offers his blessing. The last 9 times Ruud van Nistelrooy has donned the red of Manchester United, he has scored. This to make it 10 and break records. Game after game, goal after record-breaking goal for Ruud van Nistelrooy. Cole, Hignett, Janssen, Matt Janssen, and Hignett, equaliser! Neville, Beckham, Van Nistelrooy, Scholes, Paul Scholes, and Giggs, and Keane, 2-1 United. Their passing purred. Giggs made the final opening and Keane filled it.
The moment when we got the penalty, Bex got the ball and he wanted to take it, and then the crowd was singing my name, and then he gave the ball to me and I could take it. I think when you score 8 in a row and you lose 6, then it's nice to have the record, but it's not very important. And I like to score goals, and I like to score important goals, so that combination was, for me, made it very special.
Thompson will be...
Old Trafford again! Oh, Blanc's left it, Whelan's through, and scores for Middlesbrough! A dreadful error by Laurent Blanc, left his goalkeeper exposed, and Noel Whelan may well be putting Manchester United out of the FA Cup. Barthez resists the pressure from Campbell, but could find himself quickly under pressure here. It's Whelan again. Barthez has got back into goal now. This is Windass. Campbell is free. Andy Campbell has done it. And even against a side like Manchester United, you'd surely say now that Middlesbrough are in the 5th round of the FA Cup.
That was a disaster. We played so badly. well, no, we played badly. We were just so careless. It was a game in which was strange because I can't remember when Manchester United played in front of an empty stadium in a competitive game. Middlesbrough, this head in the sand attitude about, you know, barring our supporters from getting in. They can't even fill the stadium. I've never seen so much stupidity in all my life. There were only 2,000 fans at the game, or 2,400 I think it was, and they've an empty stadium. It seems crazy.
Just hesitated, thinking there was a foul by Van Nistelrooy. Nothing doing for the referee, Andy D'Urso, and Giggs is away. And Solskjaer has the chance, which he tucks away in customary fashion, made it look easy. Solskjaer going towards the near post. It's Solskjaer! His second, 2 for Manchester United. We could spot him up here, but the Bolton defenders didn't go with him.
Great ball. Fantastic header.
He has got it. The let-off for Bolton from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was only temporary. A hat-trick for the Norwegian. Beckham. Giggs is away. Giggs is away. Will he go on himself, Ryan Giggs? He gives it to Van Nistelrooy. It is 4. He doesn't miss this time.
Top in February, but no, they weren't dishing out premierships just yet. Instead, the club were given the trophy to keep following their amazing 3 in a row.
Keane. Solskjaer. The more slickness about the passing now. This is lovely from Manchester United. It's Philip Neville, and it's 1-0. No wonder there are celebrations. 2 goals in 7 years, and now 3 in 9 months for the most unlikely of goal scorers. Williams. Phillips. Dispatched the shot well! Oh! What a fine strike by Kevin Phillips. It's a huge wall that Sunderland have assembled. So, it is Beckham! Oh! Fantastic! It doesn't matter where you place the ball, Beckham can score from just about anywhere. But what a way to take advantage! Ruud van Nistelrooy! Giggs. Bert Haas didn't know what was going on. Rather like Sunderland as a whole at times. Oh, Giggs, was he obstructed by Barker? It's a penalty. Manchester United heavily odds on to win this game. This man, Van Nistelrooy, heavily odds on to score. It's 4. And it's beginning to look like a walkover.
And how things can change. So many names at home and abroad have been linked with the United job. Fergie's future had been football's major talking point all season. Now the rumours could stop. It was official. To the delight of players and fans alike, the boss had decided to stay.
Come down to him and just told us, and it was all. I think he's a bit embarrassed really, because all lads started winding him up, clapping, and said, just having a bit of a joke really. But we all responded well to it really. Yeah.
There was a big U-turn, and it only came about, it's been well documented now, through the intervention of my wife and my sons, that I think they'd colluded between each other to make me stay on. But I think there was the thing I wanted to hear anyway, because I was worrying about what I was going to do. I couldn't see myself right into the sunset, not just yet.
I honestly thought, he would retire and go off and race horses and that, and do his ambassadorial role. But as he said himself, it wasn't him. He'd rather be hands-on here, and have another 3 years here, and there's plenty of time for horse racing and whatever he wants to do after.
What a ball that was. Solskjaer getting in behind the defender, and what a finish by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. A brilliant United goal.
It's a fabulous ball, it really is one of the balls of the season.
Svensson gets his first touch. Wasn't the best ball back in by Lisby. He's got to really race back now as United break with Keane. Beckham to his right. Solskjaer and Giggs ahead of him. And he picks out Giggs. Great effort. And a very good save by Kylie, but the rebound turned in, as usual, by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's 2-0 to United. It might just be game, set, match.
Ziani, Bahirua, Moldovan, and caught. It's completely unmarked, and fortuitously it's come to him. He's got a good left foot as well. Bahirua, Moldovan! It's him again! Diego Forlan. Giggs just 5 in the penalty area this time. Comes out to Scholes, who's twice been denied by great saves. Scholes again. And handball was it? It's a penalty in the 93rd minute. Yepes, with that gloved hand of his, has offered Manchester United a lifeline in Nantes. And he will miss the return at Old Trafford. Intense concentration. A moment of great significance for Manchester United. Van Nistelrooy makes it 1-1. And that is what Manchester United deserve.
But Keane, now Veron, back to Keane, touch to Beckham. Boateng, he's taking it into trouble, serious trouble. Solskjaer, Van Nistelrooy. Look at him go after him. He senses something might be there. They get a bit of luck there, and it's just turned and hit.
The last time Manchester United walked out for a Champions League game here, they were on the crest of a slump. Chelsea had just won at Old Trafford. West Ham were just about to. The Empire was reportedly crumbling. The Emperor was serving his notice. That was December. This is February. Manchester United just a little stretched, and still Andre unmarked. Crossed in towards Del Rocha, who's completely unmarked, and it's Nantes who take the early lead again. Now one special swing of David Beckham.
He couldn't quite reach it.
And Manchester United lead. It's towards Van Nistelrooy, but Silvestre beat him to it. Mikel Silvestre's first goal in Europe for Manchester United. Solskjaer towards Van Nistelrooy. Now is he caught back by Fabry? Yes, indeed he was. Penalty has been given. Referee convinced that he got a piece of Van Nistelrooy as he threatened to go clear of him, and he certainly dragged him down by the arm. For Manchester United. Beckham's free kick in towards Solskjaer. Did he get a touch? David Beckham's asking, is that my goal or is it yours? Maybe we can help David Beckham. Oh, it's Solskjaer.
He's improving as a player, he's getting stronger, you see the youthfulness in his game. I couldn't believe when I read he's 29. I still think he's 22. And he's improving his game all the time. I'm very pleased with him.
Has he been rewarded by his patience?
Yes, no doubt about that.
Are you surprised he's been as patient as he has?
Yes. He's a fantastic professional.
Derby at Pride Park and a defining moment in the title race. on a run of 12 wins out of 13. Once again they dominated. Once again they scored. Only this time they failed to ram home their advantage.
Martin forward towards Ravanelli. Drops for Christie. Ducrot. Ravanelli's onside. Christie's there. Derby breakthrough in the 8th minute. Malcolm Christie. Sylvestre, Van Nistelrooy. Oh, Giggs, he's behind Barton. Barton's left trailing. Giggs cuts it back. Paul Scholes puts it away.
Don't watch the ball, watch Giggs. Look at that, he turns on the afterbump. Goodness me. Warren Barton just had a look at the ball, and before he knew it, Giggs has passed him in a flash.
Perron. Scholes. By Zabanyo. Comes out to Giggs. Decided not to hit it first time. Beckham off the bar. Van Nistelrooy. Perron. Oh, he's going through. Irresistible. Juan Sebastian Perron and Manchester United.
Are they hungry? Do they want it? Take a look. Emphatic answer.
Great run on the outside from Zabanyo. He's got to stay onside though. He's managed that. Zabanyo's cross. Oh, magnificent. Malcolm Christie. It's 2-2.
We've got so many players in the team who are capable of either scoring or making goals. But sometimes that's, you know, something's got to give, and maybe we leave a few gaps at the back.
I think we won 10 on the bounce, 11 on the bounce, and I think that put us right back in contention, and we were really confident at that point. But I think the slip up against Derby away was costly for us.
Beckham to Van Nistelrooy. Beckham has gone on. He's still in the yard on Thatcher. It's David Beckham. Yes! The goal machine slips back into gear. Manchester United in front inside of 15 minutes by the left foot of David Beckham. Beckham looking to choose his pass. Van Nistelrooy poked through towards Forlan. Scholes was held back on the edge of the box, and the assistant on the near side saw it, even though the referee didn't immediately. I think Tarico might be the man in trouble. It's a red card for the Argentine, who has been in bother before this season. It's 2-0. There was never any doubt that he would score. A Ruud van Nistelrooy goal comes with a ticket at Old Trafford these days. Forlan. He'll run Richards, and he's too hot to handle Diego Forlan. Dean Richards trying to catch up with him. Into Van Nistelrooy. Sets up Beckham! Only ever one outcome. A thumping third for Manchester United from David Beckham. Quinton Fortune. In towards Van Nistelrooy. Stretching, couldn't reach it, but Keane will. Back in towards Forlan. Sullivan away as far as Van Nistelrooy. Mercy.
Oh. More significantly, the point meant qualification for the quarter-finals for the 6th time in a row.
In a season of manic mood swings, Manchester United visit those who caused their deepest low. It's not quite 100 days since Jermaine Defoe blew the champions apparently out of the championship. Now, after 13 wins from their subsequent 15 league games, they revisit West Ham as the morning leaders. By Neville, now by Winterburn, touch from Canute, Labant, Di Canio, glorious, Labant with the cross, Lomas! Goal! Steve Lomas, the former Manchester City player, has beaten Fabian Barthez and given West Ham... Just brilliant from England's captain, just brilliant. David Beckham's 10th Premiership goal of the season for Sir Alex. Before this year, he'd never made 10 before. Super ball from Carrick. Now Schemmel has acreage to run into. It's Schemmel for Canute! back in front. David Beckham. 2-2. Nicky Butt. This is just wonderful. Goal after wonderful, wonderful goal. Beckham. Solskjaer. Solskjaer's pull back. 3-2 Manchester United. Paul Scholes. They lead in the game for the first time. And they now have 100 goals this season. Ball by Gary Neville. Beautifully taken by Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Repka's down. Van Nistelrooy's in. James is down. And Solskjaer's in. But tackle from Cole. Now Canute at pace. Yard for yard with Johnson. With Defoe charging up as well. Jermaine Defoe! Just hang on. Maybe. 12 and a half minutes to play. And the guy who got the winner at Old Trafford gives Glenn Road a hope at Upton Park. In towards Scholes, who's gone down under Retka's challenge. It's a penalty. Scholes' movement was quite splendid. Retka's challenge just might have been ill-judged. And if the Czech took some of the ball, he did take some of the man too. And with 2 minutes to play, this could be game up for West Ham and top of the table for Manchester United. David Beckham, call it payback if you like. Manchester United felt they owed West Ham one. They've given them 5.
Nicky Butt was free for a moment there, far post. Now George Silva has seen him. Well, the keeper was off his line and it's in from block. He got it wrong there, and hopelessly wrong, the keeper, and it was an open goal. Gaping there for Laurent Blanc. Now Giggs. Goes Butt. There's been a real driving force in the midfield. He did really well then, Butt. Here's Solskjaer. And Scholes. Surely was tripped. It's a penalty. No question. And no complaint from Bar Vista. From Marcelinho. Now, how cool is Beckham? Pretty cool. He thumped that one in. And it's 3-0 to Manchester United. It gets better and better.
It was also top spot, which meant avoiding the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona, supposedly securing easier passage. Instead, Deportivo came out of the hat with the possibility of meeting Liverpool in the semi-finals. What a way to return. Steve McClaren brought his Middlesbrough side to Old Trafford looking to help ease relegation worries. All season the boss had cited individual errors for costing points, and it was the turn of Juan Veron to be labelled with a scapegoat tag.
Here is Carboni, and here is Boksic, and Middlesbrough lead. A very happy return, or so it has begun. Giggs, Ryan Giggs. Oh, it was nailed on. Neville, Beckham, Forlan. When is that goal going to come? Simply a massive result, a blow to the solar plexus of the champions, struck by the team of their former coach. Manchester United suffer an 8th league defeat for the first time in 11 years. They still lead the Barclaycard Premiership by a single point, but Arsenal now have 2 games in hand.
I'm smart enough to be able to decide for myself when I've had a good or a bad game, and I think I'm quite hard on myself. I know when I've played badly, I know when I've played well, and for that reason I don't tend to pay much attention to what's written in the press. I wouldn't be aware of how much is good and how much is bad.
they're looking for people to blame, and with his massive price tag, he's an easy target. So it's very fickle, really, this world. You know, one minute you're the best in the world, next minute you're wasting money. So it's just one of those things, and I'm sure he's big enough to take it.
I think if David Beckham would have been brought to this club for 30 million, or Ryan Giggs or Paul Scholes, they would have had to put up with the same thing, and that it's just a case of obviously we just stick together in the dressing room and try and bring everybody through.
For the goal after 8 minutes. Smith's gone to his left. A superb goal for Leeds United. Big scores an away goal in the Premiership yet again, and Manchester United have.
The surroundings are familiar to Manchester United, so is the opposition. But Deportivo are as formidable as they are familiar. Manchester United trained on this pitch here last night and then retreated to the team hotel for a quiz in which the players beat the management. Not always a wise move.
Which EastEnders actress played the character Nanny Slag in the TV drama series Golden Ghost? Need an answer in 5 seconds. I need the answer. He's wrong. What was it? The answer was June Brown. Peeping Tom and King Alfred are varieties of which flower?
You win tomorrow now, I tell you, they'll win. Tomorrow they'll win.
Phil Neville with the throw. Looking for Van Nistelrooy. Drop short, but still danger. Solskjaer! How often does he do it? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gives Manchester United the lead.
Every time he gets even half a chance, that's so difficult to take, and he really does it as well as anybody in the Premier League.
So too did Broken. David Beckham's domestic season had come to an end. In a crisis, there's only one man to turn to.
It's a goal that has got Deportivo back in the match in some shape. Has a great moment to remember it by. A stunning individual goal by Ryan Giggs. Semi-finals of the Champions League. Well, that is Paul's goals.
What a goal.
Manchester United have offered very little in the opening 15 minutes, yet they lead with a scorcher from Scholes. And they've made sure that they've had the final word as well as most of the say. Manchester United.
And what a debut season for Ruud. The PFA Player of the Year, 23 Premiership goals, the Champions League top scorer. He'll be not bad when he settles in. More metatarsal mania. Gary Neville out of the Leverkusen first leg and out for the season. He might not have the profile of Beckham or Keane, but his loss was just as significant.
Keep up. Roy Keane's cross, Van Nistelrooy looks to connect with it, and the referee has pointed to the spot.
It's a superb ball in. Again, Van Nistelrooy finds himself in between defenders.
A big, big moment this could be in the pursuit of Arsenal in the race for the Premiership. He scores! Manchester United are ahead in controversial fashion just before half-time.
Winner takes all. The losers go home. But who dares to win this semi-final between two of Europe's?
Simply had to win to stand any chance of holding on to the crown. It was shades of '98. This time, Arsenal needed just a point to secure the title.
Carla, mistake by Silvestre. Arsenal have scored yet again in the Premiership, and this could be the most crucial goal of all.
Definitely didn't want that to happen, for them to win it at Old Trafford, but you know it's happened now, we can't do anything about it now, we've just got to look forward to next year and just make sure it doesn't happen.
Definitely. I suppose anyone else would be well happy with semi-final in the European in third place, but it's a shame.
It's a bit of a disappointing season, but in the words of General MacArthur, we shall return.
But happily it's ended on a high note, with David Beckham finally putting pen to paper on a new deal that will keep him at Old Trafford till at least 2005.
It's been a long wait, you know, it's been a year in negotiations, and you know there's been the ups and downs, and obviously people have been, you know, frustrated, none less the fans more than anyone. So it's just nice to sort of sign it and, you know, and get it done.
A touching moment with a big hug from Sir Alex. Now both men are committed to the cause. And when you talk about commitment, you talk about Dennis Irwin, captain in his final game after 12 glorious years. It was celebration time. Michael Stewart showing off the reserves championship trophy. The future's as bright as ever. It's been a roller coaster season, but at its end, there's a new stability and focus about the challenge ahead. 1998 was the last time United missed out on silverware, and we all know what happened after that.
The hunger is still there, the hunger is definitely still there from the manager, and I'd like to think from the players. Personally, it is for me. You know, I've always said what's gone on last season, the year before. It's history, forget about it. Let's look to the future, and especially today. I said it again, they went many years without success, and let's not get back in the old ways, put it that way.